What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Everything Is podcast. We are the Zeitgeist. We are the culture. Thank you for joining us today. We're kicking it right into the show today. No opening monologue. We just gonna go right into things. So yes, I am your host, CT, Chitty Bang, and I'm with my tag team partner, Chris, the Most High, GloRilla Ayatollah himself. Chris, what's up, bro?
I'm doing what my name say, boy. You see me
Roll
crumbling up
up.
the paper, you know. What Outkast say? I'm just crumbling herb. I'm just crumbling herb. You know, I'm chilling, man. Chilling. I thought I was gonna have a tag. I thought I was gonna have a solo match, but then Teddy Long said, "You're in a tag team match, brother." You know.
I
So
made the
I'm
save, man. I
here.
just came back from injury, bro. Like I came in from my bro. I can't miss it.
Nigga like Angelo Dawkins, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Montez just pointing to the introvert, waiting for you to come out.
Word up, man. So yeah, man.
Shout out to them. They won the tag team titles yesterday.
Shout out to the Street Profits. Yes. Shout out to the Street
Yeah.
Profits. What are they? How many times have they won? 3-time tag champs?
Four time
Four-time tag champs. 4 times. So shout out to the Street Profits.
Bring the
doing
swag
their
like
thing.
nobody can.
Get
You
your
know
red
what I'm
solo
saying?
cups and celebrate, man. Honestly, I saw it coming a mile away once it was booked. I was like, all right, they're taking it this time. In London, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. But we're not here to.
Let's go.
But we're not here to talk about
Yeah.
Street Profits or whatever the fuck that song was. We're here to talk about. We're here to talk about a couple of things. Like we mentioned last night, we wanted to kick off the show with something very dear to our hearts, something very important, and that is men's mental health. Yes, today we are discussing men's mental health because June is, Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. We share this month with Pride Month, but I think that you can acknowledge both in the same month. And today we're going to, let's just like yesterday, we acknowledge a little bit about Pride in our discussion. We do want to acknowledge men's mental health tonight, and talk a little bit about our personal journey with it, as well as tell y'all a little bit about when this month came to be, and also give a little bit of just discuss a little bit more about how certain people tend to discount this, even if they are a man. So it's not just. I think obviously it's hard. I mean, I know for at least I'm gonna talk about myself. It's hard for me to talk to women about my feelings and my mental space. That's just me. I need to get better with that. I need to grow with that. But so I reach out to my bros. I reach out to my clique, my family, and I reach out to them to talk when I'm going through things. But there's some men who see it as weakness. They think that you're a loser if you discuss your feelings, and we're going to talk about that as well tonight.
I think for the most part, that particular conversation is more real than not. When we're talking about how men deal with emotions, how men deal with depression, how men deal with anxiety. I ain't gonna hold you. Today was, I know you got your own situation, but today, for your boy, it started off rough, where you know, the testing of a man and the testing of a manhood and the testing of your emotional capacity and the testing of your bandwidth. Um, it be the ones that love you. It be the ones that's closest to you that test you the most. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
That's the real difficult part. That's the real difficult part when your allies aren't necessarily your allies. Sometimes, that's difficult.
That's tough. That's tough, man. I think that, like you said, the people closest to you tend to be the ones that cut the deepest when things are not going right, and it's tough because let's be real. Like as men, we've grown up in a society. We've told not to show our feelings. To be quite honest with you, I'm gonna be real with you. Not that I haven't had feelings my whole life, but I haven't really been truly vulnerable until maybe the past 6 or 7 years of like being able to be like, okay, it's safe to discuss how I genuinely feel about something and tell people why and express my deepest feelings. Because typically when it's not heard, you kind of just go into yourself and like, all right, forget it, ignore it. I'm gonna keep moving. Either you completely ignore the person because they don't feel you, so you keep doing what you want to do anyways, or you do what they want because you know what? You know that you're not going to be hurt. So it's like, I just got to get the work done. I got to keep moving, even though I'm feeling pain inside. And whether it be, my family, my mom's brothers, girlfriend, whoever you're dealing with internally, that when you face that level of mental anguish and and they don't understand why you're in that space and they can't help it. Um, Sometimes it's well, at least what I used to do is I used to just go internally and deal with it. I'm doing a lot of thinking about it on my own. I didn't really bring it to my bros, really into the past like 6 7 years. I was really just alone in my thoughts with a lot of what I've been going through. But what I found is that when I started to be more vulnerable with how I express my deepest feelings about whether it be my current state in life, how I see myself as a man, who I wanted to be and become who I'm not, and what the things I expected to happen in my life that didn't happen, and the regrets, the pains, the sufferings. When I started to express that with people like my brother here, Chris, and be vulnerable with that, it let me it be a little bit more easier on myself, and it also made me feel like I'm not alone. So I just want men out there to, from my perspective, hear that it's okay to not be okay. One, first and foremost, and two, please find somebody that you can express your state of mind to, because a lot of us don't have it. A lot of us are out here suffering in silence, and like we mentioned, sometimes that can turn into hatred of ourselves, which then can be turned into hatred of other people, and and blaming other people and blaming the system, and just a bunch of rage inside, which will then turn into altercations with the most people you love the most, or altercations with random strangers, even, potentially. So for us to be the most best version of ourselves, I do think it's best to seek support. If you don't have a friend, please find a decent a hotline, or a therapist, what that you can go to where you can just tell somebody how you're feeling. Sometimes even talking to a stranger helps. It works better than just being in your own head.
Uh, and I think, as we talk about, um, as we are identifying the real life contributions to what it is and why it is we feel a certain type of way. I want to give a special, particular uh, shout out and response to uh, my brother Ray. You know what I'm saying? This is specifically for him, directed towards him. Um, he reached out last night, and I very much am appreciative of that, because um, that is the first step, right? And whether um, it's the first step of staying or leaving, the appreciation I have for him to think about um, me and his brother Rich during that time was important. And the reason why it was so important is because, um, to exactly what you just stated, there are times where you are so alone in your thoughts, in your mind, um, and the actions that you're trying to pursue. Um, the rut you're trying to climb out of, where you don't want to be a burden, or they got their own thing that they're going through, or whatever is the mental gymnastics that go on, because I do the same thing as to why you don't reach out. So I want to just say I appreciate him reaching out. Um, we had got done with the show and we was chopping it up and trying to, chat GPT and Claude and Gemini. We was trying to get our shit together. And in between that, get a chime from the from the WhatsApp and his twin. It was like, do you ever feel like you're just letting everyone down?
Oh,
I'm like, brother, all the time, like all the time. I'm a unemployed father. I'm an unemployed husband and father, right? And the anguish that I have, uh, the mental elastic is where
elasticity. Yeah.
it's wearing thin, right? You know what I mean? Like the fitting of what I supposed to be don't fit no more, if that makes sense, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just like in a loose fitting, hanging off, like it just don't fit because I feel like that I'm not fitting into it, So
Yeah.
I understand, feeling like you're wasting space, right? Because you're like, damn, like what I'm gonna do, what am I doing? What's the purpose of what all of those thoughts, right, come into your mind. So I wanted Twin to know, and I expressed that to him last night, that uh, this is a team, right? And he expressed that how he used to be there for everyone, and how he used to be the strong one, and how he used to be the one that people will rely on, and he was the shoulder, he was the ear, and he really don't know how to adjust in his role at the moment. So I just had to reassure him that his role is, hey, you don't let go of a rope until you lean on somebody. Once you lean on somebody, tap me, tap your brother, tap some, we'll grab that rope for you and you rest. Right? Just don't let go of the rope thinking that we don't have the capacity to hold it for you. So that was my biggest message that I wanted to pass along to him. And it's probably my biggest message that I would want to pass on to anybody that might have the ear of what I'm speaking. Um, the the grip on the rope matters not. Tight grip, loose grip,
Yeah.
as long as you're attached to it, I think is more important. So again, if you are on the shoulder of somebody, if you hanging off the garment of somebody, if you're sitting down next to somebody and just on the leg of somebody, like Jeff Van Gundy and Alonzo Mourning, my nigga, you hold on to something that has the ability to hold on to you. And I think that's the biggest thing I want to get out, because it's a battle, it's a struggle, and we're all as vague as we are to one another, as
Yeah.
brothers that we are, as close as we are. Nobody really is inside. Nobody's really inside, right? Nobody's really walking that daily walk with you, because it is individual. It is individual, right? It is individual journey, and sometimes we just happen to meet up at the park, but we don't know what we had to go through when we riding our bike to get there, right? But
Yeah.
the thing is, you get to the park, you tell that story. Man, I had to hop 3 fences and then 2 dogs chased me. Oh, nigga, you good? Yeah, I'm good, man. Shit, let's hoop. That's the point, because everybody don't get dropped off at the park. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like
Ain't that the truth?
there is no one way journey for this. So respect to everybody's journey, peace to everybody's journey, and one thing I will say is hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, start holding on, man.
and to double down on your comments to Ray. I want to commend him first and foremost for being honestly one of the strongest people that I know because it's not easy being vulnerable. I think that we get it twisted. I think there's a trick being played on us. We there's a trick being played on us as men that being vulnerable isn't strength. I think that's the hardest thing to do is to reveal yourself to people and be strong in that and be like, this is how I feel. We can't show ourselves being weak or crying or whatever. I think that's strength because that's human. And I want to give him props because honestly, this episode, he reminded us day one of this month that it was men's mental health month. You
Yeah.
know, so I would love. I mean, I definitely want to give him his props for being so intentional about that. And honestly, I think that you reminding us, and I know that it's easy to forget. Like, hey, check in with your bros, check in with your brain. You doing that for us helps me and helps the group chat. It helps other men also tap in and be vulnerable themselves. So a lot of times I think that he doesn't realize what you're doing for us in those moments where you are being vulnerable. And that's the duality and like the blessing sometimes that's missed in people saying I'm not going to tell nobody what I'm going through. It's what sometimes when you do, you give the platform for them to unload a little bit too and get their weight on their chest a little bit and you guys can kind of carry the load together and it's way easier that way because carrying pain and regret and shame and all these emotions that make us feel like damn I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do
Mhm.
is hard, bro, especially as a man today where the whole thing is rigged like we talked about yesterday. They're putting us in a position as a society where they're going to show you online everything that you should be and have and make sure that you're not getting it. So that makes you even more questionable of who you are and why you're not able to get it, why you're not able to succeed. And that's the false um, game mind trick they're playing on you on the side up they're playing on everyone. And it's not just men, guys, but we're talking about men today because if you're not like the whole thing with the people saying, oh, you gotta be a certain height, you gotta make six figures to get a date, you got all that shit is all superficial. If you're being real, the substantive of a man is what you do and how you stand up for the people you love and you care about with what you got and with what you have on each day. If you can put your head down at night and say, listen, I tried my all, and we still weren't able to cross the finish line, but I tried my all for my family. You're not letting them down. You're not letting anybody down if you give it your all. And I mean, me and Chris talk about it about getting ready for the podcast and doing it right this time. And sometimes he comes to me, he's like, "Yo, I just want to make sure that I'm doing things the right way and coming here doing it, and trying to make sure I'm attentive and intentional about what he's doing for the work we're doing to build this platform." And I always tell what I tell you, Chris, if your intentions are in the right place, I'm good. Even if we don't hit the numbers, even if we don't hit the freaking daily posts, that we're supposed to do, if your intention and heart is genuinely in the right place, which is what I feel when I hear you talk about this podcast and what you want this to become, then then that's all that matters. And in that moment, because you tried. Now and only we can be honest with ourselves and let us know if we're doing our best. And if you are doing your best, then there's nobody that can shame you. There's nobody that can castigate you. There's nobody that can judge you if you are
Well,
genuinely giving your best.
that's the and so this is real. That's true in thought. That's true in aspiration. That's not true in theory. Because as me and you, again, we're tapped in. We're creating our segments. We're breaking down our shorts. We're editing the shows. I'm texting back and forth with Rich and Twin up until 4 o'clock in the morning. So I go to sleep at 5. A nigga get mad at me because I didn't wake up at 7 this morning to help with the kids. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, well, you chose to do that. Like, you chose, nobody forced you, like nobody asked you, like that's a hobby. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the stuff. And so when me and you talking, and again, when it's like, I drug you back outside because I needed this. Like, again, we talking about mental health. This right now is so important to me. Like, what I want to do, what I need, what I have to somehow scratch the itch of fulfillment. Like, this is necessary. So on one hand, I have to show my guy and appreciative, because again, last time was out of, pure fun. Hey, fuck the audience. We doing this for ourselves, but and we missed the mark. We missed the boat. We didn't necessarily full throttle what was necessary to make content creation what we seen content creation, the boom of that to be. So, but that seeped into me. Missing the boat, missing my moment, seeing other podcasts, wrestling podcasts, sports podcasts, getting the looks, getting the likes, getting the invitation. Hell, the inside people that we know was getting the traction that, you know what I mean? Like, legitimately, like when we talk about West, you know what I'm saying? We talk about fourth rope, my nigga. I was there at the beginning of those conversations with bro when he wanted to start the wrestling promotion. It was like, hey, when keep doing the work, I'll find you. I stopped doing the work. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now when Fourth Rope was on a fucking worldwide tour right now, and it's in fucking Paris, and he's about to be in Essence Fest, and my niggas doing WrestleMania weekends and shit like that, we supposed to be in lockstep with that.
Absolutely.
So like, again,
but no regrets though, and I hear where you're coming from.
Yeah,
but everything happens.
But you have to fight that though. That's a fight, and you have to find something that you can that can pull you out from that. Because if you don't, you will continuously live in that regret. You would, what Beyonce say, resent. Nigga, you have resentment like a motherfucker.
Sing that one more time. Do it one more time.
Resent.
I don't know why, but whatever note you're hitting when you sing that, they block you out. Your mic is going out every single time. Your mic is like, no, we're not doing that.
We're not doing the Beyonce.
I had to have you do it twice, like just to see if I'm not tripping.
But
you're right, man. Resentment, man. Yeah. Resentment, regret. These are these are things that your brains are telling you, and I think that they're meant to push you. Don't get me wrong. I think your brain is meant to, but it gets to a point where you feel defeated, and that's when you need to reach out. Don't get me wrong. Like, I might, wake up like, damn, I forgot to get things ready for my nephew to get on the school bus. Damn, I should beat myself up, and then I got to get over that so I can get and function throughout the day. But if I hold on to that regret, then I'm beating myself up no matter what constantly. Your brain is to tell you, is all that is for your brain to tell you, hey man, you can do better. A lot of times your brain is telling you can do it better. So you want to use that feeling as a tool, but when you get to the point where it's a consistent narrative day by day and you feel that weight on you, you got to reach out to somebody, please. That depressive state where you're like, man, I don't even want to get up out of bed right now. Man, I don't even know what I want to do today. I don't even feel like, I don't even have the answers. Man, listen, man, me and you talked. Listen, for the past 4 years, listen, I'm shocked that I'm here too. Like, the past 4 years, I was building a whole new career. And it's like it fell through my fingers too. And the first 3 months of this year, man, was really hard for me, bro. I was like in a state of depression, but ignoring it almost, you know, ignoring how I'm feeling really, because I'm like, nah, I'm gonna figure it out, you know. It wasn't until I broke down and realized, yo, I don't have the answers. I don't know what's going on in my life right now. I feel stuck. I feel like, hopeless. That I found a way to reach out to you guys, tell y'all how I'm feeling. Y'all give me your feedback and make me feel seen, you know? And that made it easier for me to then tell people that are in my day to day life what I'm going through. And even if they didn't understand always in the moment, they knew I was going through something. And it's good for people who are you're dealing with on a day to day basis, even if they don't understand the moment, that they understand who you are and what you're going through. And don't, and it's hard because this is what I'm going to say. It's hard not to be angry for the people that are closest to you to not see the full you and the way that you are feeling things. But it does not mean that they don't care. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like sometimes when you're going through a mental health crisis or depression or something like that, first of all, realizing it yourself is one thing. Then getting other people to realize how bad it's been for you in turn inside. They're not in your body, so they can't really understand the gravity of why you
Yeah.
may need to hop on the pod or why you may need to do what you're doing with the work every single night. So it's hard to um
Nigga, even take a smoke break. Like why? Like I just need 10, 15 minutes to let me play my song three times back to back to back and smoke one time. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like
The
like
days
just stuff like that. You
the
know?
days are going, like, and it's always something to do, especially you as a father. I know it's a lot. It's always something you could be doing. So even me, when I ask you, hey, can you help me out with something, I feel guilty sometimes because I'm like, damn, like I know you probably on the other end dealing with, the kids and all that. But I think there's, like I always say, I say there's something about living this life experience that is, there's certain things that are only going to be for you and whatever your spiritual leader is, whether it's God, whether it's Jesus Christ, whether it's Buddha, whether it's, Muhammad, whatever you pray to, or whatever outside source, or maybe it's just your inner spirit, your higher self. Some things are just for you and that entity, your angels, your spirit guides, whatever it may be. And you talk to them, and sometimes you can get answers. Sometimes you can feel like you're heard even. And I know that's some woo woo shit sometimes, but if you don't have anybody, pray. If you don't have anybody, talk to the universe. I don't care if it's your dog. Talk to your dog. Talk to the freaking your tree outside. You'd be surprised that answers
Hey,
might come.
hey, and to that point that you just said, that nigga twin led dead ass said if I ain't had my dog, I don't know where I would be.
Wow.
I said, motherfucker, you better love that dog, nigga. You went like, nigga, once you talk to Destiny and she get you up off that ledge, nigga, you grab your phone, you hit us. But to that point, yeah, a dog, a tree, your kids, if it's your spouse that you can run to that helps you
Yeah.
out, best friends, brothers, childhood friends, childhood babysitters, whoever, corner store owners, my like whatever, it don't matter. I really am I'm really am passionate about because um I don't know what it means for the extreme, right? Because again, I also don't know what it means to lose your two best friends, right? My brothers lost their mom and grandma, you know what I'm saying? And I I don't know. And I know it's an hourly battle.
Yeah, losing somebody, that hole never gets filled.
Yeah,
And it's one of my biggest. I think that's probably one of my only really big fears in life is just losing the people I love. Because I've gone through that with my father. I've gone through that with my grandmother. I've gone through that with uncles and aunts that I didn't get to spend as much time with as I wanted to, and then just past last week, I lost a friend to a disease that I dealt with, and there's a lot of survivor guilt in that, that maybe I should have reached out a little bit more throughout the years and just seen how he was doing and just checked in, give him a little bit of encouragement because he always took the time out to give me encouragement, even in his last few days, you know. But it's hard, bro. Like I can't put it into words unless you've lost somebody that significant in your life that to understand what your brothers are going through. So I never want to say something to dismiss that pain because it doesn't really get easier. It's
Doesn't
just
it doesn't, man.
you have to find a way to kind of compartmentalize and like work around it. So you got to get a way to like have some meaning around that, and it's tough. Grief is so hard to deal with in this world, bro. It's tough because when we talk about, hey, reaching out to people and, the person you're reaching out to is now gone, you know, it's how now you don't have that vessel sometimes. But what I do believe in is that you still got them in spirit. I choose to believe that, and that's what I know that some people may not believe that, but I swear to you, if you were to sit down, sometimes I sit down and I meditate and I talk to my dad and I say, yo, dad, I'm having a hard time. Where should I go? What do I do? How do I become a better version of myself? How do I help my family in the ways that you did? I really do ask those questions, and lo and behold, there's something. It won't be like maybe this whole grand plan, scheme, strategy, but I will
It'll
have
be
something
something
that
to
gets
get
me
you through the
through
day.
the
It would
day
something to get you
exactly.
through the
Well,
moment. It was something
a
yes,
sentiment,
yes.
a feeling, an emotion, a perspective, even to be like, you know what? Let me try this. And when you're lost, that's the best thing I can ask you. Is just, those people that you've lost, talk to them in spirit and see what happens. You'd be surprised that to see that their energy is not still with us. Their energy is still with us, like, or else we wouldn't be thinking about them. That's how I look at it. But yeah,
And
man.
their and their energy is palpable. I
Mhm.
think the joy I have for them as Knicks fans is built through their mom. You know what I'm saying? Aunt Bunny. And the connection that I have with them two is ultra special because I mean, um, my mom named after their grandma and they mom named after my grandma. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh
like
wow.
it's we really can't be more than brothers. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it hurt, you know, uh it hurt hearing my brother feel like that, but it's real, and nothing more realer than us being there for him either. So as real as that pain is, as real as that loneliness is, um, it's just as real that you know we are um, the comforting blanket that's necessary in that moment. And it's not gonna be grandma's blanket, it's not gonna be mom's blanket, but it's gonna be the warmth that you need to make you feel less lonely. So I just wanted to make that just be my uh sentiment because again, like don't nobody really be caring. You know what I mean? Like, I joke when I go to Publix and or go to the grocery store, you're like, hey, how we doing? You doing all right, man? I can't complain. They're like, if you would, I'm like, I know, but nobody care, but and it's real and it's not just a man thing, it's a people thing, right? It's not but realistic as a man, as a black man for sure. Uh there are definitely times where um, being vulnerable is a gateway into uh, emasculation. If I'm,
Yeah.
like,
Real talk. That's a
so.
conversation, man. That's a conversation. I can't tell you how many times there's been like maybe twice in my life where I've actually shed tears in front of my lady, and not one of the times that I felt like
I was seeing.
not one of the times that I felt like they gave a fuck on the way that how hard what I was going through was. Um,
Bro, again, I this morning I felt it. Just you know, um, like
that's tough, man.
it is because
You gotta be so strong sometimes, bro.
and then when you break or when you crack or when you fold because you're human and your emotions are you sometimes, and
You get judged for it.
who I try to be is not who I am. So like I'm not cool, calm, collected. I'm not. I smoke weed. I'm not a chill guy. I'm not one of those nonchalant guys. We gotta talk about this. What you annoyed for? What's your problem? What nigga? I just woke up. Oh, you what? What are we talking about? I helped. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I got stuff to like. Now I'm in explanation mode. Now I'm like you, but you here with me, but you see me. Like you know what I want to do. You know what I'm trying to do. You very well much know that this is not groomed as a hobby, right? I'm very well much not being up until
I'm
three
at
o'clock
work.
in the morning, my nigga. 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, chopping up clips because
hmm
this is a fucking
Not only
hobby.
not only that, you had a family moment, with your bros that were like, you had to be attentive to your bros, and no one. It's hard when the day got to go and it has to get going, and it's like the grace is like, man, I'm trying my best. You don't even know what I went through, like to even, I got like 2 hours of sleep.
To
I
be
didn't,
right here, like you don't know what I
yeah,
would do right here,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. And a lot of the times, unfortunately, as men, what we're building and what we're trying to do gets overlooked because the delayed gratification doesn't come until later. That's the whole phrasing of you weren't with me building, like, shooting in the gym comes from people saying like, yo, I worked so hard for so long these till the gratification came. And if you weren't with me there, then you probably don't get the rewards. But and I feel like being there and being present are two different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I absolutely, bro,
Yeah.
absolutely. And we get judged by not being both at the same time. We
Yeah.
don't get praised for just being, oh, congratulations, you're a father. That's what you're supposed to do. You stay with your kids. You accept your responsibility. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get no credit for being there. And then you don't get no credit for being present, active. Nigga, teachers know me. Nigga, what we talking about? Like, what you mean? Nigga,
Yeah.
yes. I pick up my kids every day from school. So much so that she got to go pick the kids up sometimes so the bitches ain't looking at me too much. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like like that's how much I'm involved, nigga. Where you at the school too much? What teachers, what hoes you trying to look at? I'm like, nigga, I'm just trying to be on time. Nigga, you know this line around the corner? Fuck it, I'll go do it. They can work me on the phone, cause I'm present. But you don't get no credit for being present. You don't get no credit for being there. You. That's what it is. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So like, yeah, man.
On the
It's
days, you
yeah.
know, no, 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 no. Like I stay with my sister and I help out with my nephew. On the days that I get up late and she's like, it's all good. Go, you can go back to bed. I thank her so much because I'm trying my best to get myself into a better place of life throughout the night, you know. But I still gotta get up early to be present here in the house to help out. And I appreciate the grace, because I'm genuinely trying my best. And I don't and I feel for you, my brother, because I know how it would feel if I got up sometime and and It's like
Like
some
I
attitude.
was, I recorded, I did this, and I literally had the kids, nigga. Like, let's not be quiet right now. Right now, we worked in tandem today, but the kids was bathed and fed before I think 8:30. 9 for sure bathed before 7:30. Fed by 9 o'clock. Why the fuck I hear them niggas right now in the house? That ain't but guarantee my nigga. Is it
Yo,
Chris?
your mic is censoring you so hard. Whenever you get to a certain octave, it just cuts the fuck out. Yo, I need you to go back and watch this shit. This shit is funny as hell.
Hey, they like, hey man, you get a little too close to the sun, brother.
Yeah. He's like, yo, chill out, man.
Oh,
Shout
well,
out
let's see how the
Icarus.
mic. Let's see how the mic do when I rip this video up. Cause I'm a
Yeah.
flight this nigga. I can tell you that.
But yo, that there's some men that you kind of that don't see it this way that we do, and and some people that you kind of don't want to go to for conversations on mental health. And I just want to use this guy as an example of how we've kind of been taught, and then said the terminologies like toxic masculinity and all that stuff. I'm not even gonna say that he's an example of that. I'm just saying that he is definitely an example of the sentiments that we've been taught about mental health and why we need to reprogram ourselves as men, because this is not beneficial to the way I think true mental health should be, discussed.
Out of your mouth then. I'm depressed, I have anxiety, I'm dealing with mental health. Just when women even talk to me and they ask me like, so how's your mental health? Like, what do you feel about men's mental health? I don't even understand what you're trying to say. Are you asking me what do I feel about losers that are like mad they're losers? What are you asking me right now? That's the only thing that you could mean here, because I don't think you can just catch this mental health virus. I don't think it's a virus. I think it's a response to your life. If you're incompetent, your brain is going to send signals. Hey, feel horrible, feel bad for being a loser. Hey, you're a loser, feel bad. That's what your brain is telling you. That's depression right there. You want to know what depression and anxiety is? Your brain saying, hey, you're a loser, feel bad. You're a loser. Feel bad about it. You're ugly. Feel bad about it. Yo, you're poor. Feel bad. I mean, you gotta love your brain. Your brain is looking out for you. Your brain's like your best friend. If your brain wasn't sending you these signals, then you would really be in trouble. Let's not demonize our brain here, guys. Saying things like mental health and mental illness, anxiety and depression. No, that's just your homie. That's your brain. Because your brain doesn't want to be in a loser's body. Like your brain wants to be on a yacht. Your brain wants to be successful, famous, rich, with like a supermodel wife. But your brain is like, why am I controlling the body of a loser? We're
Ugh.
supposed to be rich. Hey man, here's some depression. Here, take this anxiety so we can go and be a rich live streamer in Miami. I think we mischaracterize depression and anxiety. Our brain is really just misunderstood.
He goes on to say that there's nothing more beta that you can utter out than I'm dealing with depression. And I know I said that I do not want to label him as a toxic masculinity because it's a buzzword. I'm not trying to be that guy. But when you're using words like beta, alpha, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. A lot of these guys have this, I don't know, this vision of what it means to be a man. And I'm like, I struggle with like who raised you, bro? Because what I hear is a lot of hurt ass men telling men how to be men when they're little boys. Like he sounds like a boy. Like all the things he said are completely shallow. It's like a guy who has not gone through the struggle of being with a woman and working hard and you know and he talks about if you have a supermodel girlfriend. Like these are all little boy mentality thoughts to me, and I don't I'm not trying to shame the guy, but I want to recognize that this is not healthy, guys. This whole manosphere bullshit is not healthy. A lot of our young men are being indoctrinated into these thought processes that are going to perpetuate more and more struggles with mental health. Because one, they're told that they're a pussy, they're a loser if they're not feeling all right. So they're told that the message is it's not okay to be not okay. It's because you're a loser. You're not competent. And what does that lead to? If you're not competent, you're a loser, and you're not getting the results you want out of life, it's going to lead to depression. It's going to lead to you then, hopefully, not doing something to harm yourself, and that's potentially permanent. And I feel for the guys, and I feel for him even because the perspective is so bad. It's so anti um, anti it's anti self-improvement. Self-improvement, it takes a lot of vulnerability, and I think that's what's missing in the conversation.
You done?
Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm just waiting for you to just speak your piece.
First of all, what he got on his dresser? Like what is that? What
It looks like
the
pills.
so he ain't got no cologne, no deodorant, no condoms, no nothing. This nigga selling Vienna, right? Vienna. That's what what is it? Blood flow medicine. Like what does this nigga got? You know what I'm saying? Like
He's on that whole
second,
alpha male thing, bro. He like they think alpha male is getting on a podcast and telling people they're losers. They think that's what being an alpha male. If you're, it's like listen. I get it. We men need to be accountable, 100%. And a lot of times, my brother like Chris holds me accountable, and vice versa. But it's not. It's not whatever fuck he's talking about. Like your brain telling you that you're a loser, and don't characterize it as mental health, bro. If you are in a consistent place of feeling bad about yourself consistently, and you don't want to get up and do and work and feel something, maybe there is some people that you need to talk to, and I don't think that's wrong. I don't think that's bad.
I mean, he's shirtless with wrap around the head beat headphones and your startup rapper mic. It's not even a podcast mic. And I just want to know what his vision of a man is by doing this. Like, for me, don't let people little bro you into talking about your mental health. It's a trick. I think him talking about his brain like the little brother. Like he said, my brain is controlling the person that should be on a yacht, that should be rich, that should have a supermodel girlfriend. Brother, nigga, what is the population of that? Is that you? Is that you? Can you go to his page real quick? Can you go? Do he have right? Can we click on it? Do that nigga have a yacht? Do that nigga got a supermodel girlfriend? Do that? Is that nigga rich? I mean, that dresser don't look like he rich at all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to. No, go to this backyard picture right here. Go to this backyard picture and put that nigga on the screen. The joint with the wood fence. I see the one with the wood.
Or up?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Is that a rich nigga backyard? Is that a rich nigga backyard? I think so. That's a regular nigga doing well for himself backyard. And to be quite honest, it might not even be his backyard. It might be his uncle yard. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause this don't even look like new construction grass. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to figure out when he's lecturing us on what alpha male is, on what of what a brain wants to have, or what you should have as a man. I just want to know, what is he? Who is he?
I have no
Look at
idea.
that kind of shirt. Like, what? That right there. That, look at that collar shirt, bro. Come on, come on, boy. I don't want to hear nothing this man got to say, bro. Like, alpha males don't have to tell another male what to do. For me, of what you know what I mean. An alpha male first and foremost, what the fuck is that? What is that? What is an alpha male?
An alpha male is what they believe is like the leader of the pack. The people that are, they what they're doing is men are relating themselves to the law of the jungle, like the leader of the pride, and and all that stuff. And they're saying like we're like a pack of wolves or like a pack of lions, and the guy that gets all the girls, has all the money, he does what he wants, that kind of thing, you know. And that's why he mentions a yacht, having a supermodel girlfriend, all this stuff. That's what your brain is telling you, is that you're a loser if you don't have that. So don't, talk about.
No, you fucking idiot. Not you. Your brain is telling you, I'm working 70 hours a week. I can't pay rent. Nigga, that's what your brain is. Your brain is calculating math, motherfucker. Like, your brain is doing, wait a minute. Okay, I went to work. I pay insurance. I gotta pay gas. I gotta pay lights. I gotta pay internet. I gotta pay my phone. Shit, I ain't paid rent yet. Nigga, that's what your brain is doing, motherfucker. Like, and that's what people who have, like, how many, let's see.
I think that he's trying to do this whole
hold a 6-figure job.
He's a guy that's like, be lean, be fit. If you're fat, you're not alpha. Take accountability, go into the gym and get some bitches type of nigga. He might be using steroids or peptides or some shit like that. I like these type of dudes that believe that the image, like the exterior of what you show people, is what it means to be a man. When the truth of the matter is what you do on a day-to-day basis and your internal moral compass is a true testament to what a man is. And that's why we say real recognize real. When you go out someplace and you dap a dude up and you guys get to talking, and you see that he has a certain type of way he moves through life, and how he talks about women, how he talks about other people, and how he doesn't tolerate certain things, you can recognize real, because you understand that there's something beyond the man that's you see in front of you, regardless of him wearing a three-piece vintage suit, or not vintage, but designer suit, or whether he's in fucking sweats and t-shirt. You can tell who is a real man, and it has nothing to do with that. I think that me and you and our group chat are real men, because we are being honest about our current circumstances, and we are being completely sober about our mental health, and it's okay for that. That's the problems, that we have people like him who are continually spouting that bullshit. People who are saying that there's no such thing as mental health and that you shouldn't talk about. No, you gotta sometimes reach out to people, bro. You gotta reach out to people and be okay with saying, I'm not reaching where I want to be, or I'm not, like you said, I'm not able to pay my rent. And I really put all my time into my job and my experiences, and it didn't give me what I thought out of it. These, it can put you in a state of despair mentally, and I don't think he's ever been through something like that. He might be living in his mom's basement for all I know.
Well, I mean, so there are numbers to back up. So 6 figures is fairly good, right? But 6 figures don't get you a yacht, right? Like, that is that right? So, like, how much money do you have to buy a yacht? Because when we speak of, you
comfortably.
know,
Not just to buy a
exact.
yacht, to have a buy a yacht and still be able to pay for your mortgage. So he's talking to a different crew, a different crowd. Like he's not realistic at all, you know. And he's I'm not sure how old he is, but he has a young mentality from what I've heard. And his I'm sorry to put you on someone jam saying my guy, but what you said sounded dumb. And I don't want to. I want to just use you as an example for what young men should not be looking like, not be like thinking about when they think of mental health.
So to buy a yacht and live comfortably, you need a minimum annual income of 500,000 to 1.5 million for a smaller pocket yacht, while a true luxury yacht requires a minimum income of
How
4
much?
million to
4
10
million.
million a
Yeah.
year.
Well, I was gonna say 10
So
million.
yeah, 4 to 10 million a year. There's not a lot of 4 to 10 million a year niggas out here. So I have an income breakdown by yacht class because yacht can mean 45-foot weekend cruiser or 150-foot super yacht. The
45
income
foot
required
weekend
for
cruiser that they got in Miami. The girls be getting on,
the
taking
little
pictures.
40 foot. The average price, well, the average purchase price is 1.5 million. Annual running costs is about 50,000 to 150,000. So
You better
the
be using that
minimum,
motherfucker if you are going to get this shit. Like you better be on
bro.
that yacht.
If you in that tax, if you that little of making the money and a 1.5 minimum of 1.5 million annually, and you buy a goddamn yacht,
I'm renting it
like
out. I'm making it make me money.
it's the smartest thing that you should be able to do or
Yeah.
could do.
Yeah. For the weekend, just give me like 10 G's, 20 G's.
And and so a mid-sized luxury yacht, 50 to 70 feet, the average purchase price is 2 million to 6 million. So that annual running cost is 200,000 to
So you see
750,000.
the disparity between his like reality and logic between what he's saying. He goes from mental health to, oh, your brain is telling you that you want a yacht, and you're a loser if you don't have it, right? Fucking dumbass, fucking doofus, bro.
Fucking dummy, bro. I
Nah,
bet this
like,
nigga struggles. I bet this nigga struggles spelling yacht. He don't know if the C become the come before the H.
yacht. Listen,
Yacht.
man,
Little yachi.
I'm not trying to kill this dude, but
Yeah,
he sounds like a bozo, and I
he
hope he
do.
can grow the
Look,
fuck up.
go on his videos. If you go on his videos and look at any of his videos, you tell me if this nigga get any type of chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to, minimum chicken getters. I just said I'm a minimum chicken getter, but what I'm trying to let you know is I'm not sure if niggas will ever catch me outside looking like him, preaching like him. You might catch me outside looking like him. You're like, damn, Chris, you need a shape up, boy, because that nigga do need a shape up. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't never gonna say that, damn, Chris, you need a shape up, and I'm out here telling niggas that they ain't alpha males. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never gonna catch me out here telling niggas how they supposed to look when I ain't.
Hmm.
Bro, that shirt he got on, I'm still stuck on that collar fucking button up with the collar up, nigga. If he
Listen, man.
don't get says out of here,
Listen, I'm not gonna kill his fashion. I don't got the best fashion right now either. I gotta get my bread up. But he got a YouTube channel. He getting some views. But as you can see, like it's about attracting women. It's what it's about. He has a video said I got lean or I got jacked and now I finally understand women. It got 1.1 thousand views. They put that 2 weeks ago, and that's his most viewed video. But he has videos on there that are 18 views, 19 views. Get lean, nothing else matters. And these are the type of guys that think it's all about your aesthetics. I want y'all to realize something. It's not just about your aesthetics. Rich people can be depressed. People who are super jacked can be depressed. People who are super, healthy, people who have all the money, who have the supermodel girlfriend, you can still be depressed. Have you ever seen Ben Affleck and when he was like smoking that cigarette, looking
Nigga,
stressed as a
and he got
motherfucker?
J-Lo, nigga. This
You saw
motherfucker's
how
like,
he, yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, so like yo, life is gonna give you fucking stress, new levels, new devils, and it's just a matter of how you as a man internalize and help yourself get over those mental hurdles. I mean, listen, I go through it too, man. I'm not saying nothing about that. I'm not saying nothing that I'm not taking my own advice with because I struggle. I struggle with anxiety first and foremost, like dead ass anxiety of like paralyzing heart palpitations and overthinking sometimes. So that's a whole nother psycho mental health issue I got. And then I got like just I do fall into depression sometimes. Not like for extended periods of time. It's not like a chronic thing for me. But when I realized that, man, I woke up today and I felt like shit and I didn't have any. For me, it's when I don't have a drive, when I don't have a muse, when I don't have a thing I gotta do. When I wake up and I'm like, man, I don't have nothing to tackle as a man, and that's how and I think a lot of people might be that way, where you don't have a dragon to slay as a man. You get into a space where like you feel worthless, and part of us is to conquer a task or to complete a task for our family and bring back home, our income, or back in the day it would bring her back home, the hunt, and feed the family. And when you feel good when you like, I just bought everybody food and I get to watch them have fun and eat. Like when I just, put together, an event and everybody's having a good time. I was able to clean up, around the house and, get the dishes done and everybody's sleeping sound in bed, and I was a part of their peace. That's what being a real man is, and you can do that sometimes without even money. Like I just said, by just being there for the people that you love and making sure that you help them have more peace. So that's what I would leave you with. It's not about the money, it's not about the girls, it's not about the aesthetics and having a six pack. It's about being a man that's going to take care of his own and take care of the people he loves to the best of his ability.
That is how you salute somebody that speak some motherfucking sense. You know what I'm saying? When that nigga talk, you give him the Meek Mill mean face when he was at the Rock Nation brunch. You know what I mean? Like, that nigga hoe. What this nigga talking about? You know what I mean? Had to put his glasses down, nigga. Yeah, man. Salute to you, brother, because that's exactly what we need. We need more encouragement. We need more reassurance. We need more validation and how it is that we feel because it's real, regardless of your mind playing tricks on you or not, my nigga. It's my mind playing tricks on me. So feel empathy from me, my nigga. Shut the fuck up and then let me work through it because clearly you're not in my mind. I don't know what my mind got going on. We got some shit we trying to figure out. But I don't need you looking at me and telling me that what I'm going through is fake. Cause that right there, that's not the way. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can that's how rage happens.
Whew,
Right.
yes.
That's how rage happens. You telling me
Yeah.
what the fuck I'm going through ain't real, nigga, and I'm going through it right now.
Oh my God, bro.
Nigga.
When people deny your reality of what you feel inside internally and make you feel like what you're doing is like, oh, you're just a loser, you just, you're overthinking it, or you're over emotional or whatever it may be. That's when the rage comes out, because then that's when you feel really unheard, and then it's like, I gotta lash the fuck out of somebody to make you feel what I feel, and it's not the way to go. We want to give men and women
Oh boy, you
a
speaking
place.
that real shit, boy.
Yeah, you want to give men and women a safe place to express unapologetically how they're digesting and internalizing their reality and without judgment, because that's how you get to heal. First, you got to acknowledge, okay, this is the reasons why I'm feeling this way. Right, boom, I got that. okay, now they understand the reasons why I'm feeling this way. Boom. So I got some help with the reasons why I'm feeling this way. All right, boom. They see it, they understand it. Okay, now it's about, okay, it may not solve it tomorrow, but they see it. They get to know. Hopefully, they can have some grace now with what I'm going through, and now I get to then look at them and see as somebody on my team, and I get to also then work on my issues and hopefully get to a point where it's not no longer an issue. And if you don't have something like that, reach out to a brother, talk to your Lord, talk to your dog, talk to somebody. And like, once again, shout out to Ray, because he tends to do that with us in the group chat frequently. And I want to just, tip my cap to that king, because he truly understands that vulnerability is a strength.
Couldn't add nothing to that. I had to make sure that's a clip, nigga. I ain't want to fuck that up.
I'll be clip farming, bro. Like, let me just get my clip shit out. No, can't even hold you. Nah, I don't know. I just be talking sometimes. And I'm like, was that a clip? That might have been a clip. But we're gonna pivot, man. Let's talk a little hip hop. We haven't done that for a while since the Griselda conversation. I think last Tuesday. Seems like Tuesday's like our hip hop day all of a sudden.
Come on.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Building out this EITV, baby. Building out this schedule.
Yeah. Listen, man, I'm really excited about what we're doing here on this pod, on this VOD, if you want to call it a visual podcast, whatever you want to call it. I know we're not on Apple yet, we're not on Spotify yet, but we'll discuss that one day and see if it's worth putting there. But yeah, man, we're really building out what we are doing here on Everything Is, and making it more structured so you guys as a viewer can have a more a pleasant experience and tapping into our content and how we and our topical issues on the days that you want to hear what you want to hear. So you may not be into our political conversations, but our hip hop takes, you love it. You come here on Tuesdays to get it. You may be like, yo, I'm just waiting for Chris to put on that tinfoil hat. It might be on Fridays, Conspiracy Corner, guys. Or maybe you love our political takes and you like, what? I love that these guys do research. I love that they have receipts on what they're talking about. Listen, Wednesdays, we might be doing a whole day of reading receipts on different topics. So just stay tuned with us. Stay strong with us. Definitely hit the subscribe button if you're here with us. If you are here with us, you are a real one. You are a day one person. Listen, we are less than 100 subscribers. Guys, definitely hit the subscribe button because we're trying to get there ASAP. I mean, we want to get there by the end of the month, but we only got one more week. Probably ain't going to happen. But we want you guys to be here.
Don't go with the next. We might get a spike.
We might spike.
We might this conversation might spike. I know your nephew might unsubscribe, nigga, but this
we might go viral. Who knows? Okay, so let you introduce the first topic, because where do you want to go with this one? Because we got a couple of different ways we can tackle this hip hop conversation.
Well, okay, so I scrolling. And of course, I love Twitter, and I'm scrolling and I come across the tweet: J. Cole's The Fall Off departs this week's Billboard 200 after 18 weeks on the chart. It is his only studio album to spend less than a year on the charts. So, and then, somebody tweeted and said, of course, it can re-enter in the future if it has a spike in popularity. And the popularity is like, that word on that sentence is like, yeah, hold on, my nigga. Because I think The Fall Off, to me, had the worst fan reaction engagement. I don't believe that album has a lot of staying power, even with the rapid fan base that J. Cole has. Clearly, niggas ain't streaming it enough. You know what I'm saying? But 18 weeks is not what is that? 6 months?
18 weeks is what? No, it's not 6 months.
It's not 6 months. Okay.
I mean, the album hasn't even been out for 6 months, has it? It came out February.
February.
So
February.
18 weeks. That's like what, 4? Wait, let me.
Yeah. Okay, 4.5 months.
No, 4 months is 16. So 4.5. Yeah. All right. So
4.5 months.
yeah, four and a
Okay.
half. You're right. You're right. So yeah. So man, I feel like I gotta hold my tongue because I might get jumped in this bitch if I talk about J. Cole badly. Yo, I might have to,
Okay, first and foremost, do you think it was fuck a good album? Like, we're not about to do that. Is that album something that you replay?
I played it all the way through one time and haven't done it again. I have gone back to listen to a couple of songs after it, like within the first like couple of weeks, and then I haven't touched it since. And I think that's not fair because I do want to go back and listen to it because I know the caliber of rapper J. Cole is.
But
I do. I just what happened to me was after
go
J.
ahead.
Cole went on that press tour and he started talking, I was turned the fuck off. I was dead ass turned the fuck off from how he presented his angle on so many different things that happened with the battle, how he approached this album, how he approached rapping as a whole art form, his approach to having his features, and the way he talked about it. It made me feel like, oh nigga, like you've been putting on a facade. And that's just me. Like me, when I see through somebody, I'm like turned off. So now I hear you through that lens. It's the same thing I went through with Drake. I hear you through a certain lens. I just can't be like, oh, that song sounds good. No, I hear you through that lens of the person who's writing this and why you wrote this. That's what I think of when people act like, okay, oh, do you still listen to R. Kelly? Do you still listen to Michael Jackson? It's different with hip hop for me. Hip hop is a diary form type of genre that I would love for you to be telling your real life story. And when you say, listen, I'm trying to be the best, I am the best, and then you come out in an interview and said, no, I did not say I was the best, y'all thought I was the best, it just turns my stomach, bro. So then now I hear your music in that way. So whenever you say you're the best again, I don't take it seriously. I have a hard time doing that, and the song might not hit the way that it used to. And after, so that it would have if you didn't do that. So I'm going to be honest with you. There is um a shadow over this album for me in a little bit because I'm not this um I can't see him as just, oh, just do you just like the song? And there are songs I like on here. Absolutely. Legacy is great. 2-6 is good. Who the fuck is you is a bop. I wanted more upbeat tempo like that on the album, just in between. 39 intro, we all know that was good. The fall off is inevitable. Only You, probably one of the best songs to me. Because I love, Jock Cure in that song. Oh my lord, I hate What If. I hate the Let Out. So I'm gonna go back and listen to this because there's a lot of good shit on here. But I gotta be honest with you, bro. I'm not surprised that it fell off that quickly. I'm not surprised.
Now I'm gonna be I'm glad I let you get that off because one, I agree with I agree and I disagree. I agree with that hip hop is a diary form, but hip hop also can be spoken through the lens of a persona, of an alter ego, of someone else, right? I do want to give kind of that.
I think I listen to
Like,
rap differently than people. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I
no, but
the more and more I listen, like the more I look at like my history of rap and then how I look at rap today, I've always liked the people who I felt like that's who they are. Nas,
no,
the
I
Andre
which I
3000s, the Lil Wayne's. Like I never felt like they were putting on a persona. Mos Def, I had a moment where I was really into 50, so then I go to current day Kendrick Lamar. I love him. The Clips album, my favorite over the past year. Stove God, still waiting for that. You know, these are the guys that. So when I look at, I don't see this. I I don't know. You're right. You know, you can speak through a persona as well, but I
I mean,
kind
Snow
of
God himself is that there's no doubt in my mind. Like there's no doubt in my mind. The eloquence in how he raps is what makes the raps good. Because what he's talking about, there's no doubt that niggas can put a stretch on it, right? He can be doing what he's doing, put a stretch on it. You know what I mean? Like you and I. When I listen to Jadakiss and then I see him with his dad and I see Jadakiss with his son and I'm like, damn, that Jadakiss is like that comes from that when Pusha T was like, no, nigga, my father was really around. Like I just wanted to do this. Like, you know what I mean? Like
but he
when
never
I
said
hear
that he
that,
wasn't though. Like, you know, like he's saying that my father wasn't around. I come from, you know,
no, but I'm
you
saying,
know.
but what I'm to my point, those who come from that or rap about that usually come from a poverty stricken or there's a lack of something there. Like when I hear the difference between DMX and Jadakiss now, like when DMX told the story that he used to eat perfume, like okay, now I know why he raps so angry. Now I know I can
Yeah,
absolutely believe that this nigga will walk into a
he was
fucking
rapping
record
hungry.
company, rip his fucking head off. You know what I'm saying? What do you say?
He rapping hungry.
But yo, I mean, but he was in a foster home, right? So like when like so when you hear when you hear the pain and the struggle to my man's mental health, when you hear him praying before he go and demolish the motherfucking album, like that is for the part for the part of what we're talking about, the realness, the authenticity of I believe that. You got niggas right now still trying to pick away at Hove 92 bricks. Like, nigga, it was, even if it was an exaggeration of the 92 bricks, could you not believe that he had a plug in St. Thomas when the nigga is OG Juan? Like, nigga, it's in fact, right? We're seeing the result of like everything that we talked about. Like, so like,
Yeah.
but also like, you know, niggas are like 92 bricks. I gotta see 92 bricks, nigga. But like, nigga, it's really Jeezy that's like, nigga, we getting it for 16.5, and he really got closet stacked full of money. Like, it's the
And
the
Jeezy was one of the
suspension
people
of
I fucked
disbelief.
with. I don't know what it is, but like I don't really vibe with Jay Z the way I fucked with Jeezy. I don't know. Like I like Jay Z's music, and I think that the difference between Jay Z and J Cole is Jay Z had better beats. That's literally it. Like if he had better beats on this, I probably would like a lot more of these tracks. But it's not like.
The
But I do
music
think it's a great.
wasn't good.
I think it's a good
The,
album
mu-
though.
the
It's a good
music
album.
wasn't
I'm
good.
not.
The music was not
Stop
musicality.
doing that. It's good.
Hold
Only
on.
You is great. Life Sentence is good. The messaging is good. It's just I do want to
I
see
didn't
that little
say
bit
that
of.
the messaging was not good. The
I know.
writing was not good. Musically, sonically, like so when you was making, when you was having I don't want to do the Stephen A thing when you having your soliloquy, you know, but when you were talking though, and I'm listening to you, and I'm hearing you say that um um that the prism of which you hear the music from was tainted by the way that he presents himself. I'm like, if the music was good, it wouldn't necessarily be a problem. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I know you don't fuck with the Drake music. I
You
know
piss
you
me
don't fuck
off,
with the Drake
man.
messaging. I know you don't fuck with the Drake beats and the synths and everything like that. What I'm
Money
just
shall
saying,
beat shebang. All of my
sonically,
ops they did. I
sonically,
like some
musically.
tracks.
But I'm not comparing to some track. I'm just saying that there is definitely I'm gonna go back to this more than on one album than the other. And I think that when that one album is considered bad music, I'm like, what is I know you
Time out,
hear hip
time out, time out. Stop it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't mischaracterize my opinion on Drake. I was defending Drake when we did our Drake episode, and you were like, "Yo, this might not." All right, sorry guys, it wasn't it. Now you love everything that you know, and I'm gonna
hold
be
on,
real with
no,
that.
I didn't
I'm
love no
consistent. I'm
wait, I love
consistent,
everything that I
dude.
said.
You
I hate it.
sing, you be singing Drake every time before this pod and after, and I gotta sit here and listen to bad singing
Hold
for
on, but
Drake tracks for so.
How did you defend Drake during that episode? And I
On that
wasn't.
episode, What I was saying to you the entire time was he was vulnerable for where he was at, and I really appreciate it. Now he's a shallow person who recognized that I'm fucking shallow and I need to grow up. That's all I need where he's at right now. And I got that on different tracks. But I'm not saying the music wasn't that great. I got 6 songs out of that album. It was like 17 tracks. It's not that great to me. To me, that's a subpar album to me. But I do appreciate a little bit of accountability and acknowledgement or self-awareness. So the messaging is what I was trying to give him props for. The actual choosing of beats and the production of it, I didn't think was great. A majority of the tracks.
Who had better beats, Iceman or The Fall Off?
I gotta go back and listen to the Fall, but I think it's a double disc for the Fall Off that I think they probably had better beats for some of these tracks. I would say for me. I can't say for you because I remember Two Sips was good. I remember it had a good beat. I remember Who the Fuck Is You. I liked Only You, Life Sentence. Yeah. Let Out. I cannot stand that fucking song.
Poor thing. I like Poor Thing. It's not the beat. The rapping was really good.
The rapping was good. I did feel a type of way because he's dissing some nigga that we don't fucking know. I don't fucking care about that. That's just me. I know people are like, oh my God, he said he's a fuck nigga, a punk bitch. And I'm like, nigga, where was this before? You know? So that's just me. I mean, I get it. Like some people might not have that opinion. So, but
it's not. It's not that I dismiss the opinion. It's just that it's
not
the
you.
same.
I'm not talking to you. I'm just saying.
No. I know, but I mean, it's the same. No, but I think it's the same thing that we talk about when we hear the mafioso raps from Drake, right? It's the same thing that we hear when, again with. I mean, who else do we put in this category where they turn you off based off the subject matter?
It's not
like who else falls into that category for you?
It's not really the subject matter. It's well, okay, who's who else? Rick Ross. It's because I know that like you're putting on a character. I hear it and I'm like, well, that song is good, but I probably am not like gonna love anything he does because it's just not. I kind of tune it off. Like, okay, you're putting on this. It's like that's your gimmick. That's like me listening to Dan Housen. Like, okay, cool. It might make a lot of money. It might be great, but I know you're putting on this character to sell your art, and that's cool. And I can say, yo, more power to you. You came up with a Teflon Don album that was amazing, a classic. However, I'm not going to love. It's not my favorite personally, So when I go to the Fall Off, I want to be clear. I'm going to go back and listen to this again. I'm not surprised that it's not on the charts anymore. And I'm not surprised that it's one of his fastest because one, it's a double disc. It's extremely hard to do a double disc and have it become like a universal classic these days. It's just very hard to do that. Two, I got killed for this saying this to my nephews, but there's no major hit from this album.
It's not. I don't know why you got killed for that. It's nothing that keeps this album on the charts.
It's true. There's nothing that is good. My mic
good? Say, brother?
Is my mic good?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, so there's nothing, exactly like you said, there's nothing that's undeniably a universal hit that I think is gonna last, much less the test of time, much less this fucking year. Like we're like, yo, we're still playing it. Like we were still hearing Squabble Up, and to the point we got sick of it, So
it was on commercials. It was being licensed. It was on ESPN.
Yeah.
It was
and
bumpers.
What Rashid said to me is that J. Cole, left the whole commercial shit a long time ago. Okay, then. That's what he said.
A long time ago.
That's what he said.
The nigga just did first person shooter.
But that's Drake's song.
Nigga, he hopped on a Drake song and thought it wasn't gonna be commercial.
No. He's saying that his albums, like his aspirations for making a
commercial hit. That, nigga. I'm not hearing. Hold on, I'm not hearing that. J. Cole.
What's his last commercial hit, like big time?
I'm about to do that right now.
Yeah, I don't know, what it would be,
Legacy was considered commercial. but Legacy was the standout track from the fall off. Before Legacy. Okay, before the fall off, nigga. They saying that Poor Things was charted and everything. Okay, that was before the fall off album.
First person shooter.
Exactly what I'm saying.
I know exactly what they're doing, man. Listen, like he's just not that artist, you know, and I'm fine with it, but I don't think the fall off is for everybody, and that's fine. I think that for J. Cole fans, this is gonna be something you replay throughout the whole year. You're gonna love, you're gonna appreciate every single bar, every single line, every single beat, every single song, and you get the picture, you get the full picture. You get like, okay, this is this one, and this is why he did it this way. This is this too.
You know what it was?
It's Mr. Around the Big Steppers.
No, 7-minute drill. 7-minute drill.
Okay.
7-minute drill was J. Cole's last charting song before the fall off. It charted at number 6. It charted at number 6. He was talking that shit on that joint, and then he had to delete it. Little.
So that
I like that joint too, man.
But he deleted it. But he deleted it. And he don't like. He said he did some whack shit. One of the most corny things he's ever done is make that song. So let's go beyond that.
Now I gotta do before 7-minute drill. God damn, boy.
It's a long time since he's done like a real hit from his own album that
Let's see.
that I think would be universally acclaimed. And maybe it's more. Maybe Legacy's getting more play than I thought, but I don't hear it. But J. Cole has a lot of fans. He has a lot of fans. He's one of the biggest artists in the world. Let's be real. Let's not lie. Let's not act like he's not one of the biggest rappers in the world. Like he gonna go on tour. I'm not sure if the tour's gonna spike his numbers again. Maybe. So I'm gonna give it time. But for me, hearing music, I knew immediately that this wasn't what is going to like blow everybody away. It's a good album. It's a good album. It's long as fuck. It's a good album. Classic? Do not think so. Is it better than Iceman? Absolutely.
We called it very good.
I'll say good.
I was like, yeah, it's good.
I say good.
His last solo was Middle Child.
That makes sense.
Middle Child was his last track.
But
he did have a KOD era though, where it was ATM, it was KOD, it was Kevin's Heart. Like, he puts out songs that are
commercial.
No role models, Cricket Smile, Power Trip. Like he has
Power Trip is probably the last big one. Like not like outside of hip hop, but that's because you got the Miguel feature, and I would love for him and Miguel to do like a whole album. I missed that shit, bro. That was
he became the first artist in history to simultaneously debut 3 tracks in the top 10 at once when he did KOD. Okay. So he had ATM, Kevin Hart, and KOD at 6, 8, and 10. Actually, his middle child was his highest chart. Middle child was number 4, solo. My Life with 21 Savage was number 2. That was a number 2. And his first ever number 1 was Drake, First Person Shooter. He never had a number 1. You never had a number 1. I put it in your hands.
First number 1, I had to put it in your hands. Was he wasn't talking about Cole?
I mean, he can talk to a lot of niggas. They first number one came from Trey. That could have been an evergreen bar for so many niggas. Cause
So yeah, you're right. Middle Child is the one. Middle Child is the kind of biggest purely J. Cole song, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Middle Child is the highest charting solo song from him.
And it went to what's 5, 6?
Number 4.
4? Okay, 4. So here's the thing. He's not that rapper.
And Amari was his last song to chart before 2024. Amari was number 5. That was his last lead. That was his last lead song. So he's had solo. I think that was off of what's the name of that album? It's the joint with the fire rim in the background. I forget the off season,
yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah,
What'd you say? Oh, your mic went out. Your mic.
No,
your mic.
I just stopped talking.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Now, the biggest song is actually No Role Models.
Wait, his biggest song. Wait, it's the long. Well, No Role Models is his longest running joint, but highest chart. I don't know what did it chart higher?
I don't think it charted higher. Whoa.
But it's multi-platinum. It is a platinum. It is a platinum single. So yeah, that can be his biggest commercial successful single that he's had.
Yeah.
So I mean, yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
No Role Models peaked at 36 on the Billboard, but it stayed the fuck up there, and people still play that to this day. Of course, So we got No Role Models, Middle Child, Wet Dreams, Workout, and Power Trip. Those are the top 5. Those are the top 5 songs of J. Cole. And I think it gives you an idea of what his biggest, songs will be. There's some girl stuff in there. There's some introspective stuff, and when he's talking about, his place in the rap game, and what he sees is his biggest stuff. That's where he gets in his bag the most. That's where, he's giving you that the best version of himself. I think that would go far. And I do think we get some of that in the fall off as well, but I'm not sure if it's I'm not sure why, maybe it wasn't his goal because he's been working on this album for a long time, and I do think that the battle definitely altered his plans a ton. So, I just want him to succeed. I think he's one of the most incredible rappers I've ever heard in my life. And he doesn't have to be my favorite for me to like his music, so I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think he makes really good music. I think he makes really good albums. I mean, I'm a fan of Born Sinner. I'm a fan of I know Friday Night Lights was supposed to be an album. I'm an absolute fan of that. I'm actually a fan of the Sideline Story. Sideline Story has a lot of good writing. It has a lot of great memorable songs on there. I like that. Mr. Nice Watch.
Mr. Nice Watch is it's one of my favorite J. Cole songs.
I need that. I can't get enough of your nigga. He got some smackers.
He got some real amazing songs, bro.
He got some. So Cole has the, and to and it's not a comparative thing, but when we are, when we was comparing albums, comparing blog era artists at the time, when we talking about what do we play back the most, and I'm pretty sure you say GNX is the full blown classic that came out of that particular era. Who put out songs? Put out albums. I'm not saying Drake is a classic, but I did say that Wale had the second best album. Like that is the
Okay,
album that I go back to the most.
sounds
That's
fine.
the
That album
album.
is good. His album is good. I think I like what he did with that. It's not. I know he doesn't. He gets excluded, Wale, but it's because he's a different. He's a different flavor. He's just a different
I
flavor
don't
to
know.
me.
I don't know what the flavor is. It's the blog era. Like I know they put the big four, and I know he ain't never have a number one himself. But he's had number one albums. He's debuted number one and had number one albums, and he's had some really I mean, I know it's R&B, but a lot of niggas had to take his flavor a little bit. Like I mean, Miguel, Jeremiah, like those are Wale uh kind of how everybody had the specific R&B kind of collab. When I hear niggas go out there and grab a Miguel like Kendrick or a Cole, I'm like, oh, I had to go see what that was like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So like I do feel like a lot of niggas take don't give him his credit, but the rapping is there. Conceptually, he's made really, really great albums. I think there's not an album he hasn't made that wasn't conceptual, right?
Yeah,
I don't think he's ever put out something that was
he's
just
very
a
intentional about the way he puts out
songs. You know what I'm
music. Yeah,
saying? Like everything has been a thought process. So for him not to get included in that, I do kind of. I always want to champion him because it's a song I want to send to you that was on his last album that the video came out from and he was back in their homeland. And I don't want to be ignorant, but I want you to translate like this nigga look like they having a ball what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
honestly,
Like
you gotta go to Africa as like
I did.
as like a bucket list thing because it's talk about a vibe, bro. It's an energy force. It's like a whole force of energy, bro. It's different, bro. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out, bro. Like Wale, listen, I respect him, fellow Naija boy. So I listen to his music, I love it. But I love his piece of his body of work.
And he's
I
unique to himself. He got the go-go, he got the Afro beats, like he don't, you know what I mean? Like, and he can when niggas want to put on the motherfucking Super Clark Kent rap, John Cannon, nigga, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's super versatile, like you know what I mean? That's why I always wanna he got the girl joint, he got the rapping joints, he authentic, he don't put on the fake, he don't put on the front, he a performative rapper. He style, you know what I mean? Like I really don't know why niggas don't really bang with my nigga Wale like that though, man. That really be getting to me because a lot of niggas be trying to put, he got a mention in the video that when niggas see him, be like, yeah, I did songs with Travis Scott. Like, you know what I mean? Like the nigga got to do that for niggas to know who he is, bro. And niggas really one of them. He one of
Yeah,
them.
he is, and I think he doesn't get his just due. It definitely doesn't. You know. But I want to see what these guys do next. The old guard, J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake, Wale. I want to see what they do next if they're doing something. And I always, make your best, your next album your best album. That's how I always look at it. And after the whole battle situation and how we've now kind of compared everybody, continue to wave and let's see what y'all come up with next and where you go from here. Hopefully we get more introspection from Drake, like what he did there. Hopefully get, from me, I want better beats with J. Cole. I think it's different. I want different things from different people. Kendrick, I trust him. Just whatever you feel like putting out, put it out. And Wale, I just want him to cut these niggas' heads off lyrically. I want him to be aggressive again. I love the woman
You know
tracks.
what's crazy? When he get aggressive, niggas getting their feelings though. Right. I think that
So what?
and like I feel like you know what I mean? Like when he really because he a prideful nigga too, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
of
way he come
course. Yeah.
off. So like when it come out, it's like an explosion almost. Like nigga, I really been holding back on you. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like
Talk your
I look
shit.
at
Respect. If you,
Groundhog's Day. When he got at J. Cole, like nigga, boy, let me let niggas know for real, because I really think you talk about me, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But Jacob's like, oh no, you can take it whoever you want. Like it could be about anybody. Like, nigga, what? You just got the phone, this nigga. Stop it. And then when it made a whole track, it's just
And then said, I'm
disingenuous.
going to the game with the nigga. Nigga, I'm talking about you, nigga. Are you talking about me? About you.
Yo, like, God damn, it's just so disingenuous, bro. And but yeah, I more power to them because, like, listen, they're all great in their own right. I want to just say that right now as like a, fan of I'm a fan of all these people. Like, I want to make that clear for anybody watching this and listening to this. I'm a fan of all of them. Drake, Kendrick, Wale, J. Cole, all of them I'm a fan of. But yeah, as a fan, I'm gonna have critiques, bro. I'm gonna have real critiques, and I don't. My opinion don't gotta be your opinion. It's okay.
Now,
But
before we move on, go ahead, Lance.
no. I was gonna ask you. Like I said, what I wanted from these guys, but I look at them as the old guard. I do look at them as an old guard, and I gotta ask you, bro. Like, what? Where is the state of the young niggas in hip hop nowadays? Like,
I was just
where?
about to say, I was about to share my screen, nigga. If you get, I was just about to say, you want to say what you? I got my screen shared right now with the complex list of
Oh my
the top
God,
20
this is
rappers right now. This was in 2025, but these are the top
I don't
20
get it.
rappers
I
that
don't
are
trust
in their
complex.
20s. That in their 20s right now. So when you say who the young guard, we got some niggas that we heard before, and we got some niggas that we absolutely I ain't never seen a day in my life. They
All
can
right,
walk up and slap my kids. I will not know who that is.
number 20.
Number 20, Nino Paid. Ever heard of him?
No.
All right, he's 24. He's from the DMV. All right. He's rapping about family, therapy, love, the loss with the rawness that cuts deeper than most. All right. Joey's story is a gutting storytelling track where grapples with suicide. I'm gonna
Damn.
fuck with you. I'm gonna fuck with you. See, this is why we got it. This is why we got to come to the list. I'm about to look up Nino Pay right now. You know what I'm saying? The second or number 19. I ain't looking this nigga up, boy.
Why?
I'm
Because
telling
he's
you right
white?
now.
Because he's white?
Huh?
Because he's white?
Nah, I'm not finna disparage my white rappers, but he 21. Ain't nothing I need to hear from him. You know what I'm
House is playing
saying?
around
Like,
with the idea of what he should be labeled as. At one point, trollish tweeting, "I'm not a rapper," before walking it back. Oh, here we go with this. All right, fuck
yeah.
him.
So he
He's already
ain't
on
nobody.
that. He's already on that Post Malone shit. I don't want to hear nothing else. Like, bro, you
I
got a
want to
lot of
hear
work
me.
to do.
Hold
You
on.
got a lot of work to do.
Skip, nigga, on him, nigga. All right, he from New York, man. You fuck with Cash Cobain?
Cobain. Listen, man. Listen, I've seen him live. I fuck with Cash Cobain, and I don't fuck with everything he does. Like Drippy, nah, I'm sorry, Drippy was not it for me. But there are some songs that he has a different type of sound, and it's a
Okay.
different it's like a Bronx. It's like there's a new wave going on, but it's very regional. So I'm worried about if it can translate outside of New York, and he's 27, so he's getting up there. So we'll see.
All right, number 17 is Lucky. He damn near 30. What that nigga say on Bad Boys? Nigga, you look 30. You know what I'm saying?
Like 30. A veteran with 10 years in the game, of course, a major influence on up-and-coming underground rap scene. Lucky can be acquired taste for those who aren't fans. His lean gut flows and atmospheric beat palette can feel like a slog. But with his forthcoming album, Drugs Are Bad, he seems to be pushing his sound forward. Okay.
I think I heard of him. I think I saw him on my algorithm. Drugs Are Bad. I think I'm gonna have to tap in with that.
Are you from Chicago?
I don't know where he's from. Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. Yep. His influence is evident. His influence is evident in the new wave of Chicago rappers. Okay. So he might got that Midwest. I fuck with a lot of Midwest rappers. I'm a big Bodie James fan.
Bodie
I
James.
fuck with Chicago. You know what I'm saying? From Chicago. I know Bodie from Detroit. I fuck with Gibbs he's from Indiana. So I fuck G Herbo. Hey, my nigga, I ain't even know that.
Yeah, you
Hey,
speak of the devil.
I fuck with my nigga G Herbo, cuz. He got one of the illest flows, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I fuck with G Herbo, man. I fuck with
He's
G Herbo.
29. He looked 32.
He looked 32, my nigga, on me.
Eastside Chicago already hit most of his career milestones as a rapper with one classic album, Welcome to Phaso Land, genre-defining verses and kill shit, viral moments, Who Run It freestyle,
Who Run It
respect
freestyle
his
was
peers,
crazy.
like
Who Run
Game
It?
Kiss, around 49. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need to listen to more G Herbo, honestly. I need to listen to
G
more G
Herbo,
Herbo.
his last joint, he got a joint with Conway. That joint fire. G Herbo and Conway got a joint. They smoked that joint together. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, man.
yeah, G Herbo one on
Speaking
one.
of yachts,
My dog,
speaking of
my
yachts,
dog,
the guy who you did
my.
not want to see on Drake's album, your
That
dog
nigga was
now.
too busy helping Trick Williams plan a wedding, bro. Shout out to Trick Williams. They got
Shout out to
married,
Trick.
man. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? So
man, sweet.
Yachty had to help plan the wedding out there. But Yachty at what number he at? 15. Number 15. Hey, Yachty one of them ones, man.
Yachty's really
Original.
young, man.
He an
He's younger than
OG,
I
bro.
thought. He's an
He an
OG, but he's
OG.
young. He's younger than some of these other niggas who I never heard of. You
On
know?
me, nigga.
So yo, shout out to
Yachty.
Yachty, man. Shout out to Yachty, man. We all know him.
But y'all, yeah, yeah, and we know this crying ass nigga too. But he had goddamn about to be a billionaire with as much merch as this nigga
Rod
sell.
Wave. This is the guy. When I say new
He a
wave,
superstar. He
when
a
I say
superstar.
new, yeah, when I say new, okay, where's the young rappers at? Where's the new sound? He he clears the threshold. Now, granted, I don't know a lot of his songs. He did a lot of sad joints, but I seen his numbers and I see how many people fuck with it. I'm just not young like
Numbers,
that. So for that
numbers.
generation, he's that nigga.
He that nigga. It's him. It's him, and I already know who number one is. I think, but it's him and another nigga.
Him and
You know
yeah. There's a couple people that Playboi
what's
and
up? What's up,
NBA.
sex?
Get it
What's up,
sexy,
sexy?
get it sexy. She's 27 years old. One of the largest. She's transcended. She's another one. I'm talking about young rappers in the game who have transcended just our circles. And listen, if I'm hearing the songs and I fuck with the songs, I'll know because I'm an old nigga now. According to you and Rashid in the group chat, I listen to Curtis Blow and shit. Fuck y'all. Listen, if I hear it like and sexy, there's multiple songs that I know of her. She's transcended, bro. Raw Wave, Sexy
Unfortunately,
Red.
we got it. Yeah, unfortunately, I gotta know her booty hole brown for a whole 3 years.
Yeah, no comment.
Who's number 12? The it's a
Saw,
knife nigga.
Saw, baby.
Oh, okay, you heard of him?
I've heard the name, but I haven't listened to him yet.
Okay.
Latest album wasn't just another rap drop. It was an explosion of Squid Ink. This feels like a comeback year for Saw Baby, who used the success of Saheem and more specifically an energetic track Viking to reignite his spark. Not only a standout Anaconda Livin', but a completely tripped out on 808s hits hard, showcasing his talent of warping tradition. He sounds effortlessly sampling Clario vocals of Show Off, working. He shows versatility, swapping his trademark horny one-liners for bars about struggle, and the will to provide. All right, that's good enough.
All right. So we'll check
Got
it.
the
We'll
sexy
check it out.
bars.
Hey, she fell off. We talking about somebody fell off.
Well,
Doja,
she transcended. She transcended
she had
too.
me in the chokehold, boy.
Doja didn't fall off though. She just made different music.
And
So
she hasn't dropped. She hasn't
yeah.
dropped clearly. It says right here, 503 days. That was up until
yeah.
that was
When
up.
she
That was last
drops,
week. So yeah,
we will see her. Trust me.
I can't hold you.
29.
Anything that she's put out, I've since she was a cow, moo. I was on it. I was on it, nigga. So Lil Tecca, 22.
Heard his name before. I've heard his name before.
5 albums in 5 years. God damn. See, these little niggas, I'm the pussy then. Right? Clearly. Like, nigga, these niggas is 17 said fuck them dropping independent too, nigga. What we doing? We're gonna have the label bring us the money once we get, like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, you know what? I gotta hand it to them. You know, and I'm gonna get into what I gotta say about that in a moment after we're done with the list. But shout out to Lil Tecca doing that because it takes a lot to, you know, believe in yourself and bettering yourself in that way. Lotto.
Little mixed child. I tell you that.
26.
Lotto at 9. Last year she was at 6. This year she's at 9. So, you know, has Lotto crossed over or is she still,
She's
you
French.
know, okay. It's competitive, you know.
Lotto's close though.
She is. Megan still got a stronghold on that. As far as like being the it girl for that, you know. Ken Carson.
Number 8. Never heard of him.
He had a #1 album. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right, I gotta listen to it, man. Ken Carson.
I gotta go tap in. Fuck it. Okay. All right.
25, man. Young cat.
This nigga only number 7?
YoungBoy never broke again, or just NBA YoungBoy because he's not
NBA
YoungBoy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he
my
got
nigga
a chokehold on the young cats. He's 25 years old.
Yo, when he went on tour, bro, them little niggas was crying. Them niggas was crying. Them little niggas was at that shit, rumbling the goddamn stadium, crying with their hands out like this. But yo, this nigga,
Make America slime again.
Make America slime again, bro.
NASA.
Central C, number 6.
Shout out to my London Looks.
I can see why Drake attached himself to the young boy, the most popular rapper in the UK right now. So him being Mr. 6? That's big. I ain't never heard of shit from that nigga. Big Xthe plug.
You've heard which one, right?
Huh?
Which one?
I heard which one. Oh, which one? Yeah, I heard that. But that's a Drake song, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't not hitting him solo. Never.
Big Xthe plug. He's huge, man. He's really doing
I'm
his
the
thing,
biggest, bro. The largest, nigga. I fuck with Big Xthe plug, my nigga. He just switched over too with Ella Langley. She the one who's dominating the charts right now, taking it from from everybody. I'm not gonna mention that name again because you're tired of hearing it. But Ella Langley right here, she taking over the charts. Shabuzi, so my nigga went from rap to country. He trying to do the Post Malone. You think they gonna let him?
He did it already.
He did the album?
Yeah. I mean, he did the songs.
I didn't know the country album came out. I'm gonna have to go tap in.
I think I think he
I
came
know
out
he did
already.
country songs, but I think they said he wanted to do a country album.
Or maybe
So
he did it
I'm a,
yet, but I know. Maybe
I'm
I just thinking about the song. My bad. Big
so I
X
gotta
the
fuck with my man Big
plug.
X Bud. Yeah, at number 5. All right, but he ain't number 4. GloRilla. Okay.
Yeah, she's out. She's out here.
Yeah,
She's
she's
out of here.
absolutely transcendent.
Transcended, bro. I love her, man.
Yeah, I fuck with her. I fuck with her. And they about to drop the her and Pooh Shiesty. Hey man, say man. Oh my god, that shit about to go stupid, nigga. I know I'm gonna play it a million times, nigga. Yeet. Another nigga that I only heard of because of that nigga. And I ain't
Yeet.
never heard of nothing. Yeet, I ain't never heard nothing. I ain't never. No, I'm like, what? Wait, was Yeet with Yeezus? Was Yeet with Ye, or was Yeet with the other nigga?
I have no clue, bro. I don't know who
Oh,
he
yeah,
is, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a young cat,
I ain't
25
never,
years old, doing his thing. Shout out to him. Says he's
I ain't
complete a
never heard
complete
of.
rap fan, but that is fully immersed in the Yeet experience. A year of flooding the internet with music, including 2 vastly different albums. Yeet slowed his output in 2025. Okay. He brought the bell to desert. Okay. So 2 different albums, different types of sounds. Might have to check. Might have to tap in just to see
I
what it
might have
sounds
to
like.
tap in with you and see what he talking about.
One day I'm gonna
Okay.
do my research and I'm gonna go through all these people's albums, and I'm gonna come here and tell you who actually, not all of them because I know some of them already, but people who I don't know. Dochi,
Well,
out of here.
we
Come
know
on.
this. We already know who this is. We know who she is.
Yeah, come on. Dochi, 27 years old. I've seen her live too. She is anointed. That was a mixtape, bro.
Bro,
Yo,
bro,
Alligator
nigga,
Vice Cover Hero is honestly one of the best mixtapes from a rapper in the past 10 years, bro. Low, like real talk. She killed that shit. It's so curated. It sounds so authentic. It sounds so good. Like when I talk about like just good production and a story being told, fuck, yo, she killed that shit. I'm waiting for her new
she
album, her first hour or maybe new album. Let's put it that way. Anxiety, not a big fan, but I feel like she's no longer mine. I got onto her a little bit early. Now she's the world's.
anxiety.
People watching me. Playboy. Cardi, my
Boy,
evil twin. I knew he was gonna be number one. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Playboy Cardi gonna be number one. 28 years old.
and I'm gonna be honest. Not don't know what the hoopla is, bro. I ain't
I listen
never
to him too. I listen to it too. It's like
already did this already. I did it with Uzi Vert. I can't do it again. I can't
he's
do it
different
again.
than Uzi to me. Uzi actually I've grown to like Uzi. He's more like you have to be a metalhead to like this. It's like a fusion between hardcore metal rock and hip hop. So the kids love this nigga and
So he's going a genre that we ain't never seen before, kind of.
low key, yeah, and a mosh pit, it's a different thing. But who we don't see on this is the Don Tolliver. How old is he?
Oh, let me
And
check.
is he a rapper or is he more of a? Because he be singing too.
Yeah, Don Tolliver's a rapper.
Okay, he's 32. So, uh,
32. Yeah, he a little bit outside. So outside in that list though, uh, I mean, we already know of some stars. So it's on us to go listen to the ones that we don't know to see if we can champion them,
I
right? To
think
see if we can
you're
find
right.
somebody.
And I think the like I got killed in the comment section for these people who said, listen, when people say there's no real hip hop anymore, hip hop is dead. They're talking about mainstream appeal, and as we saw, most of the mainstream appeal are either people who have a whole different sound than what we think of as hip hop, or they're women. So I'm talking about like who's gonna take the torch from the Kendricks, Drake, Cole, Wale, you know, Drake's, and I am still waiting for that. You know, like that genre or that, you know, the foundation of hip hop. I don't know who that is, you know, and maybe is Baby Keem. I don't. How old is Baby Keem? I don't know. And this
It's
is
another.
last year, so this year he's gonna be on there if he's
Absolutely, Baby King got to be on there.
yeah.
Baby King 25.
Yeah, so he definitely gonna be on there this next year when they do this.
And
Um,
Casino was a good album.
I liked it a lot, bro.
Casino was a good album.
Yeah.
You know, there's definitely some tracks that played. He definitely has his own unique sound. He had
Too much
you
sex
know,
appeal.
clearly,
Too much sex appeal. I know that's like the least my least favorite song on that one, but it's it's like a fun song though.
walk in the party, out for nobody.
What the fuck? Powered up. Who gonna stop me?
Yo,
Listen, man, it's just
that
fire.
shit had a
I
stranglehold
smell
on you, nigga.
something, huh?
That shit had a stranglehold on you, nigga. You
For
were
a
talking
couple
about
weeks.
how many times I rap Drake shit, nigga. I could not hear your ass when we used to be non-recording, nigga, and we be on the. I smell something, pussy, pussy, pussy. Because I can't not say pussy after you say I smell something.
Yeah, he did his thing, man. PB King, shout out to him. So I think that he has a stretch for that type of genre that I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Um, um, Don Tolliver, he's doing his thing. But yeah, Playboi Carti's a whole different thing. You know, NBA YoungBoy is a little bit not my skis, but I fuck with what he's doing too. And then there's some of these
he
guys
like
I
a
gotta
new
just
age
tap into.
Boosie.
Huh?
He like a new age Boosie, Lil Boosie. And
Yeah, he
Boosie,
is.
and Boosie got a stranglehold on niggas in the South that you would never believe. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, you can't talk shit about like how you say your nephew about J. Cole.
Boosie's
Nigga,
a
you better
legend.
not be in the South talking about Boosie like that, nigga.
They
You
said
better
who
be
Boosie? They said Boosie's bigger than Jay-Z. I was like, what?
nigga, Boosie bigger than Hove, nigga. Nigga, I grew up with Boosie. He had a stack, nigga, and flicking, he was like, if you see a 50, I'm pussy. If you see a 50, I'm pussy. If you see 50, I'm pussy. Nigga,
Yeah, he was
Boosie was a
nasty.
hood nigga dream. So, like, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
for
hold you,
real.
bro.
Shout out to Boosie, man. He did his thing, bro. Oh
Um,
man, but yeah, the young era of rap is I don't know if we're going to see ever again the competition of the Drake, Kendrick, Cole, Wale, or the Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, Tupac, or the, you know, the DMX, you know, all that stuff, you know the Ludacris, Ti, Jeezy, like I don't think that's what it's going to be. It's going to be everybody so diverse. Everybody, I think, especially with the independence and the streaming, you got to find what you like. And since you have your own little pocket in your own universe, you might be huge in this universe, and you don't give a fuck what's going on in hip hop over there, because hip hop has now grown beyond just boom bap, just trap, just West Coast, and even past drill. So
yeah,
it's now grown.
you got Cobain right now doing sexy drill. That's what he call it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
sexy
Like,
drill. The New York sexy drill. That's what he's doing. So it's everybody doing their own version of what was started all these years ago in the early in the late '70s with in the Bronx, or maybe early '80s. So I'm happy, but it's a bittersweet pill for me because I grew up during a certain type of hip hop. So, but people like Joey
well,
Badass bring that
of
back.
this
I fuck
age
with it.
though, we are the ones that just stick to what we are of that age though, when we don't seek nothing new. We stay with what, like, you again, I make jokes that you listen to Grandmaster Flash or whatever the case may be, but
I
because
don't.
uncles But I know. But what I'm saying is,
I know. I'm
you
just
are
saying.
going to be the uncle who will listen to whatever, like what, like you just said.
Whatever
In
vibes with
20
me and
years,
what makes me feel like.
in 20 years, if Kendrick drops something, it's gonna be like when my dad and LL Cool J dropped the album.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, like
yeah,
LL Cool J was nigga. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, and my nigga, I wish a motherfucker would tell me LL Cool J was dropping the fucking album,
He
nigga.
did
You
last
know?
year.
Okay, I wish a nigga would tell me that.
It was good though. It
Okay,
was good. I'm not going
what?
front. It was good. Maybe I am that old nigga. So I mean, I accept it. I accept it, bro. Listen, it was him and Eminem on the track, and he kind of bodied Eminem on the track. I'm not gonna lie. So I like rap. I like real bars. I like people that like the foundation. That's who I am. And I was a guy who I was a little bit um averse to the Gucci Manes when he came out. I was a little bit averse to the Boozies. Not Boozies, I kind of fuck with because it's just at the parties we were going crazy over here in New York. I'm not gonna front when his shit played. So, but yeah, Gucci. There's certain people that I just you do hip hop too. I don't really
Waka
listen to you.
Flocka, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, Waka.
Waka,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But honestly, like Waka was, I listen to a lot of Waka. Waka Flocka is a that Waka Waka.
Hmm.
You know what
Dripping
I'm saying?
dreads, nigga.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Waka had a little moment too,
He
when
did.
he,
And
you know what I'm
over
saying?
here, we thought he
Because
was slow, but he's actually
yeah,
pretty intelligent. you know?
you know.
So like when that whole shit was going on, like yeah, a little versa. So I like there's my favorite type of pure
What can
cocaine
be
hip
Griselda
hop.
and be 40 and still make the music that niggas want to hear, right? You know what I mean?
Griselda, yeah.
them boys is 40
They
and they
grew
getting to this
they
shit.
yeah, they got big at a later age in their life, and it's possible now for that to happen. Even though it's a young man's game, they say people can make it big at 40 years old doing hip hop. So
Exactly. They
Griselda,
be on
man,
TV, my nigga. He
is
was
a
on late night TV, bro. Like,
yeah, it's really inspirational. So this thing we call hip hop, I just fuck with what you fuck with, find what you like, and rock it out, rock out. Listen, you like Playboi
and if you
Carti,
want to
rock out.
expand your horizon. You know what I'm saying? I do think
Hmm.
that if for us, I think it's important for us to go out and look for, different types of music or different type of art, especially if we're asking a question, right? If we're asking a question, I know it's not going to always be presented to us because now we have this trough that we can just like, it's here today and gone. You know what I mean? Like, so we have to find something that we like, and if we like it, support it. You know what I mean? Like you bought a Contra to me. You know what I'm saying?
Coach
Like
Contra,
anytime,
yeah,
anytime I see them boys or hear something from them boys, I'm like,
they're
oh yeah,
different,
my nigga.
bro.
You know what I mean? Earth Gang. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Once I heard them niggas on Dreamville 3, I think I make sacrifices. Sacrifices. Yeah, I'm like, oh, these niggas, you know what I mean? Like they can make. So there are artists that you stumble across and that you like. Oh, Stove God again. I heard him on Fly God is an awesome God too, and he was on like 3 or 4 tracks, and I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga, bro? And then I get up in a rabbit hole, and this Aaron Cooks on there rapping with Lord Jamal with his fucking braids out and the denim suit going stupid. I'm like, oh, this nigga been here all along, type shit. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I think music is one of them things. Like it's art, right? Like real art. Like
Yeah,
somebody can appreciate a painting and have it in their house and you like, yo, I ain't never even seen no shit. Like I ain't never no artist drew like this, and it can be just like a straight line type shit. You like, yo, you frame that shit? Like, yo, nigga, this shit was 12,000 million trillion dollars at the museum, nigga, type shit. You like,
yeah,
damn,
man.
that's what music is. You like, yo, niggas like Playboi Carti. You like, no, nigga, niggas love Playboi Carti, cuz
And that's
I'm
fine.
like,
Like yeah. Like let them know that and I think you gotta edit. That's why the whole battle with Drake and Kendrick and whatever J. Cole's part in it was so iconic because I really don't think we're ever gonna get it again. I think that what hip hop has become is so segmented that we are probably never gonna get like the Titans. And I think that's when people talk about hip hop, oh, not being what it used to be, and where are the young people in hip hop? They're talking about the Titans of the sport of rap, and I don't think we're gonna get that anytime soon,
Well, I
if
mean,
ever
if we
again.
talk about the sport of rap, we gotta just talk about sports in general with the analogy, right? There's no more like legitimate back to the basket, hoopers. You know what I'm saying? Like the evolution of the game, right? When we talk about Titans, like who, like a lot of people are asking, in the analogy, who's going to take the game away from LeBron, Steph, KD, because they're still doing it at a high level, right? Like
Yeah,
that's still like right to the same thing
yeah.
of Drake. Like who's taking the league away? Like, oh, we got Ant-Man. No, he don't want it. We see him want it. Oh, Ja, no, he can't have it. Like,
Zion.
Zion, nigga, he too busy. You know what I'm saying? Devin Williams. You know what I mean?
Wemby.
So like and you be like, okay, Cunningham. You like, nigga, he regional. You be like, oh, but maybe Jalen Brunson. Like, okay, right? So in rap, the sport,
SGA.
it yeah, SGA exactly. It gotta be a nigga that's like really, you know, that's really dominant in what it is that they're doing, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
The people,
don't
I
think
think they will
nobody's really
be.
in that elk right now. It's too many hoopers right now. It's too many niggas that hoop. It's too many niggas that get
Yeah,
buckets.
there's
You
too many
gotta
people
be
that
super
hoop,
special to get on.
and there's there's a lot of really really great hoopers, right? But there's only a few legends, you know. And I wonder
Absolutely.
in rap, are you just gonna be a legend of your universe? Because there are people who, I was at the top of this. There are people who will say Tony Parker is a legend, right?
Yeah.
So people love his game, love him.
Yeah.
But dude, like, yeah, that's a different lane, that's a whole different thing than saying we're talking about Tim Duncan now. Like, like it's just a different tier, So that's where I'm like, okay, there's no standout for that tier where you're like, oh, this guy got the potential to be one of them ones
Well,
in
I
hip
mean,
hop,
I think
where it's like universal.
well, I think to your point, like even Timmy D is not universal because Timmy D battle is and Timmy D's real comp in his generation of his time is Kobe. It's Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant.
All right.
They played in the same
Who was more
generation.
great?
That's the thing, nigga. You ain't never hearing nobody really talking about Tim Duncan better than Kobe, nigga. Like when have
But
you? But
technically,
you,
who was better,
but
really?
but technically, they are about as even as you can be. Like technically, they about as even as you can be. Like they made about the same amount of All Stars. I think they won the same amount of championships. They both won 5. They both made this about the same amount of all defensive teams, first teams at that. Like they both were franchise staples of one team.
To me, they're
Like
both legends, though, in a different tier than a Tony Parker. You feel me?
absolutely, but
You
Tony
know,
Parker would not be even in that. I mean, to your point, so like right now,
like there's a J.
if you
Cole, there's a Drake, there's a Kendrick, then there's a we got who was also in his own right, a Big Sean. Like he's a legend in his own right, right? But you're not gonna put him in the big three. Like
I mean,
that's my
no,
thing.
I
Like,
mean, but Big Sean, I mean, but if we're talking about hoopers and legends, right? Big Sean is Gilbert Arenas. He's a legend.
What make it apparent? Like he's a legend, right?
He's a legend for his time and his era when he hooped. That like there's never gonna be
that's
a
my
time
point.
where
That's my
look
point.
at Gilbert.
It's a
But that's what I'm saying. But when you saying,
I guess it's gonna take time. Let's put it that way.
No, but not even take time. It is literally, are you transcendent? Tim Duncan wasn't transcendent as Kobe, right? Like or LeBron.
Okay.
Or like
do you think J. Cole's as transcendent as J. Cole and Kendrick? I mean as Drake and Kendrick? No. He's not, but he's still a legend. And he's gonna be talked
but if we're talking about but now if we're talking tiers, my nigga, J. Cole ain't in that tier.
I can't tell you. I can't say that. I personally can't say that.
You can't say that.
Because I value the technique. I value Tim Duncan's technique. Some people will say he's better than Kobe.
Tim Duncan.
Exactly.
So he's Tim Duncan.
Well, he's in the tier. He's in the tier. Tim Duncan. Some people will say Tim Duncan's better than Kobe.
He's not transcending tier.
Okay.
I'm like, if we're talking hoops, like transcending tier, and that goes back to the fundamental. Like Tim Duncan's name was Mr. Fundamentals. If we're talking about a fundamentally sound rapper, it's J. Cole.
Won championships, got plaques and shit, platinums.
Platinum plaques, solo platinum albums by himself. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But when we talking about someone who like transcended a sound like Drake, or who transcended a coast like Kendrick, like that's transcendence. When your album Good Kid, Mad City, and To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn are your three. You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to what J. Cole has put out, but when like we talking about the three-peats of Kobe and Shaq, that's a three-peat. Mm-hmm. We not really talking about just sporadic every other 3-year championships. No disrespect. Your championships of 5 matter, but when we talk about Kobe's 5, niggas look at Kobe 5 different.
A little bit different.
Like that. Okay. You know what I mean? They look at Kobe's 5 different, how he got it, and to the point of Kobe rode the coattail of Shaq. So Drake had the label, Drake had Wayne, Drake had all, if you want to make the comparisons. But shit, without no Shaq, without no motherfucking Wayne.
I think that Drake is more like LeBron, if you be honest with you.
So I'll fuck with that.
Kobe is Kendrick, clearly.
Okay. And if we talk about the last 2 that Kendrick put out, outside of the the label pushing and everything like that, we talking about GNX and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Dumb the last 2 Kobe chips, nigga. That's power. Nigga. I did that shit without Top. Did that shit without, you know what I mean? All of them, like I put out a self-fulfilling Mr. Morale and toured the world with it, and I came out and gave a nigga a fucking victory lap Drake like the back-to-back Kobe did for the nigga. Oh yeah, I fuck with that comp.
Okay, but they're all legends in their own right, and we're now looking for the young crew, and we got to make sure that we give them their just time to grow and develop and to smash the records. Because we can look at the ballers of today and be like, yeah, who's gonna take the reins from the Steph Currys and the KDs and LeBrons, right? They're doing it right now, and we might not be able to really acknowledge that, And mind you, we got like when they finally retire, the Stephs and the LeBrons and KDs, we're just gonna have them. So we're hopefully we can really sink our teeth into and really appreciate what we're seeing in front of ourselves right now. Whereas back then the legends had I don't know if they had a shorter career.
They had a shorter career.
Barkley, the Shaqs were out of there. AI left.
Michael Jordan left. They couldn't sustain the greatness as long.
Yeah, so
they couldn't.
And right now, Cole, Kendrick, and Drake are sustaining greatness for a very long time.
And they don't. They are like LeBron, Steph, and they don't want to give this shit up, nigga. This is what I do. Like this is what Nigga, I'm 40. Nigga, they 40.
Yeah.
They 40.
Yeah.
Nigga, they getting up to just come and hit niggas for 30. Nigga, it's nothing. You a little child. Nigga, I played against your father. I bust his ass too. Nigga, that's what LeBron is. Nigga, no, nigga, it's Sports Center. It leads Sports Center. But LeBron plays the son of a father that he bust their ass with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like so literally he getting up to bust your kid ass at the highest level.
So when we look at guys like Jid and we look at
like Ant-Man. You gotta come get it, boy. Honestly though, you gotta go get it. You gotta go get Ant-Man. You gotta go. You nice. You got the commercials. You got the shoes. You got the game. Your technical stuff. You there, nigga. You gotta go get it. You gotta go get us a Grammy. You gotta get us a platinum hit. You gotta do one of the two.
Yeah.
That's just like Ant-Man. You gotta win MVP or you gotta get a chip, nigga. Yeah. That's how you become one of the ones.
And I think somebody who's always forgotten in this conversation, who's also an older one, who's actually let me look up his age before I say his name, because I think he gets overlooked even though he's so great. And he's the same age as Jid, Tyler the Creator.
Oh, nigga, he out of there, bro. Who we want to compare him to, nigga? He done chipped up, nigga. Nigga.
Is he Steph Curry?
Tyler. Oh yeah, I give him Steph.
Yeah,
I give him yeah. Oh nigga, he can do whatever he want, nigga. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you, nigga. He does zero wrong to the public.
Exactly. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. I like these analogies, man. We'll see how the young cats, like the Ant-Mans and all that, the SGAs. We'll crown those guys one day, and we'll see like who really steps up to the plate.
Every fucking Tyler album on vinyl, bro. He really wanted in, bro.
He really is. He really is.
Tyler really.
There's an argument that every single album he's done is
a hooper, my nigga. He a hooper.
Tyler gets, I don't know why he gets so overlooked in these conversations, but he's amazing, bro. It's just, he's his ear is different. But yeah, man.
I mean, he produces, he arranges, like he raps, like he different. He different. Yeah.
He's an alien, bro. Like he's the closest to me to okay, am I gonna give him this? I don't know if I can do that.
Say it before you get out of here.
I can't. I was gonna say something kind of crazy, but I'll say it.
Text me and I'll say I'm not scared.
I was thinking about it. It's not true, but I was going to say he's the closest I've seen to Andre 3000 as far as creativity, in the rap game and on such a high level. But I'm not sure if I can say that yet.
It's not a hot take. I mean, I think creatively,
it might not be. I just had to think about it for a little because Andre's a special alien too. Really, I just wish he did more.
I mean, he did enough.
He did 100%. He did.
I mean, I think
I'm not going to say he has to. I'm just
no, but I think I respect him. He's kind of like Mark Briscoe to me. And the reason why I make this analogy of Mark Briscoe as the wrestler is because he's like, I only do tag matches with my brother. Like that's what I'm known for. Like It's the Briscoe brothers, nigga. Like if I do a singles run, it's gonna be on some flute shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
even the whole MJF angle they're doing now with Mark Briscoe, it ends up in a tag match.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I believe you get those one-off verses where you catch me on when 16 ain't enough, right? You catch me on those, or you catch me on the Kanye joint, or
that was beautiful, man.
You know what I mean? Like, or you get me on one of those, and life, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, he I don't necessarily. To me, honestly, I was gonna say if we want to compare him to kind of anybody, he got he kind of really a, a better Dr. Dre to me, like a
Who?
belt.
Tyler? Hello, you there? Damn, you froze up on me, bro. Damn. I think he was saying that Dr. Dre and Tyler have more in common. Uh, but yeah, I can feel him on that. You know, he has a whole he put on a lot of people, you know, too. Like, or he was in a group with a lot of people that, you know, grew up and have their own like kind of like, you know, sound and you know, way of going about making their art. So I wouldn't hold him from that. I wouldn't hold him from that perspective. But yeah, man, we're gonna stay tuned, you know, and I feel like, you know, maybe hip hop is just right now relying on the veterans to hold up the pillars and the foundation of the sport and the you know, the ethos of what we deem as hip hop. But I also think that hip hop is in a state of transformation, and that's okay. You know, we don't have to be the top genre in the world at all times. And I think every genre goes through those like place times of transformation. And right now, country is having a moment. Country is having a real moment when it comes to the revitalization of that genre with some of the new acts. I'm not gonna name the names, but y'all know who they are. And I'm all for it. But shout out to Shabuzi. That dude's doing his thing. You know, representing for Naja. But yeah, I definitely believe that um, having to search for your sound and what you deem like your flavor of hip hop, it is bittersweet, but it's also a beautiful thing to see the genre evolve in ways. I just know that what I love of hip hop is going to be harder to grasp in the new generation as much as as it was back in the day, where everybody kind of adopted, you know, the tradition of how we rapped and what rap was. So yeah, the Playboi Cartis love that we have a new wave with that. NBA Young Boys, you know, all that stuff is going to have its own little pocket and wave. The Cash Cobains, the Sexy Drill, and all that stuff. It's cool to see young, the young cats take hip hop and transform it in their own way and make a living off of it and make it something that, you know, can take somebody and use their artistic imagination to get over or get some love within their city, and then also globally or nationally to make a living out of their own art form and their own way of seeing it without being pigeonholed or put into a box. We talked about Vince Staples a couple of weeks ago, and him transitioning from hip hop into more of an electric sound or, you know, a dance sound, EDM, and all that. I really do think is transfer. It's what's the word? Transcend. It's transcendent in a sense. So that allows other people who, you know, also, you know, see what he's done and gives them the permission in a sense to do it as well and not get boxed in. So let me look at my phone and see if my guy Chris's internet has gone out, because it be like that sometimes, or if his computer died or something. All right, let me see. He didn't hit me. He didn't hit me. Are you coming back, brother? Coming back? Let me see if he's in the chat. You know what? It's 12:15, guys. I'm gonna just close the show out. Listen, thank you for listening to the Everything Is podcast. I am your host, Chitty Bang. Definitely like, subscribe, and follow if you are still watching this. I really do appreciate you. If you're here, you are a real one. But yeah, we are the Everything Is podcast, where we talk about everything that matters. We are the zeitgeist, we are the culture, and we will see you tomorrow, where we talk. Well, we'll see what we talked about. I got a little teaser today, but we will see you tomorrow, where we talk about everything that matters. Peace out.